Oh, Dan Bright. Daniel Bright.
No.
The Daniel Bright.
The Daniel Bright. The UBA champion. Daniel Bright.
World champ. We are
world champion.
We are the world champions.
SBC.
That is true. I'm actually excited to do this with you, Drake, because I've never done one of these before.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm willing to learn a little bit, feed off of you a little bit, and watch some good bowling at the same time.
Exactly, watch some good bowling. We got a great match. Juice, once again, another title defense. The man has held the belt, it seems like, for an eternity.
Man, untouchable, it seems like, right?
The man just does it every single time he gets in this building. He just does what needs to be done. But today, we got Keith Perry, champion from the North. He's held the North title a couple times.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And from the North. He's had absolute wars with John Dansbury, Devin Dandridge. So he's not necessarily new to being a champion. I think this might be his first time in this match, though.
All right. Those are some good bowlers, too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, again, we're talking about Juice here, but those aren't no slouches either, so.
Not at all.
So he should be tested a little bit.
He outlasted Mike Waltz yesterday and Ray Smith. So, and I mean, let's call a spade a spade. He put foot to ass yesterday.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
He put foot to ass. In this building.
In this building. Right.
Literally what? A pair over. He took care of business. So hopefully he brings that same fire. I see he threw that hyperventil all three games, or at least they went to 4 games. So he had a very good look with that yesterday. So hopefully he finds himself having a good look with it again, or he finds something else that works, because he's going to need everything in his bag.
For sure. I'm trying to see what Juice is going through right now. He's getting a little coaching right now, a little ball rep help, but right now it looks like the Ethos Hybrid.
The Ethos Hybrid is a very good ball, especially it seems like we're here. I bowled the cap team earlier and everything was flying.
So yeah, they do hook over here a good bit.
It hooked. So having that Ethos is probably definitely a good option. Anything that can help you actually control and blend the lanes.
Yep.
Definitely, like we talked about this a little bit yesterday. You don't need something like, granted, that Keith got away with it yesterday, having a lot of left and right motion, but it doesn't really appear that that's what you want in your bag on these lanes in this building.
Yeah, that's got to be the Ethos Hybrid. I see what you are saying, though. That is a lot of hook out there.
A lot of hook.
But it does seem to have a little bit of out of bounds to the right.
Just a tad.
It's gonna come down to some shot making a little bit here.
Definitely gotta make some shots, which if you watch any of Juice's matches in the past, man, he can make some shots when he need them.
Man, Kenny. Yeah. That look like the No Doubt.
Can't stop the Juice.
Ooh.
By Radical, which is again a clean bowling ball.
Very clean.
Yep, that's what that
was. Ladies and gentlemen, also if you haven't noticed, or if you hear or could see on the camera feed, we have the uncapped tag team triple threat going on. The Arsenal is the North champions over there. Impact Central, Stay Dangerous, the South champs, so they're gonna make a ton of noise.
Yeah, it's gonna get loud in here for sure.
But of course, the match that everyone is here to see will be the main attraction. Juice versus Perry.
What ball did you say that was?
The hypervenom.
That thing's going through the pins.
Like when I tell you yesterday, watching Perry throw that ball, he didn't miss. Like the back of the jersey says spray and pray, and then you would think that that's what he did, but no. He was almost completely in control of that match yesterday from start to finish.
Well, I've never seen the guy bowl, so I'm gonna see what he does and hopefully be impressed. Right now it look good though.
Yeah, if he keeps doing that, then you know.
Yeah. Might have a new world champ.
You think so?
We might. I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said, Juice, tough,
Like-
very tough, and has done this for a long time. So
Like he is human, but you would think as long as he's held this title, this man has reached almost godlike status.
I mean, again, you would think so, right? But hey, man, it only takes one match. Man.
Right.
It only takes
it
one
only
guy
takes
to get
one.
fired at the right time, and
Anytime,
You know what
anybody, anywhere.
yep, you can be beat, man. I'm trying to tell you. I'm interested to see how the crowd is going to affect the match, to be honest with you.
The
There's
crowd.
a lot of South support, and I don't know if he's going to have the same support that Juice does. I just don't know.
Oh, absolutely. As far as support yesterday, Perry was definitely lacking. A lot of Central came out to support. There was a lot of South.
Yeah.
So, and again, this is Richmond, VA. It's damn near South.
Yeah, again, it's closer for them. It is closer for a lot
So-
of South people. So, like I said, it's going to be interesting to see that and how that affects him.
30 seconds left. You see both bowlers really trying to dial it in, get themselves really lined up. Interesting. Perry has taken most of his time because, again, it came down to he could have swept, but he did miss he had an open frame. He missed the 10 pin early on.
Okay.
So if he makes that 10 pin, he gets game one, and then he sweeps.
Okay.
So seeing him in practice today, really focus on nailing that corner spare. I don't think he wants to have that issue today.
Well, you can't give a game away to Juice for sure. I mean, either bowler really. Like,
Yeah.
Juice ain't gonna try to give a game to Perry. Perry not gonna try to give a game to Juice. So spares are gonna matter at some point. But I expect a lot of strikes for sure.
It should definitely be a lot of strikes. So whenever either one of our champions are ready, here's an interesting question. Would you rather go first, or do you want?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really care either way. Like, I don't care if I finish the 10th before them or they got to make me finish the 10th. You know what I mean? Like, me personally, I'm confident in my look. It doesn't matter.
Right.
I'm confident in my look. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Now as the match goes on, sure, I might try to play a little mind game here and there. But like I said, that's just me. I feel like these two guys are going to be very similar to that just by the wars they've been in. You know what I mean?
We noticed.
There's that no doubt. Yep. That's what I thought he was going to start with, by the
Yep,
way. It looked
definitely.
cleanest. You know what I mean?
Very, very clean. And also, it didn't. You see him in the middle lane. It looks like in this building. Even if you get it there, it kind of just jets off of it. It didn't do that. So even with a miss, still pretty makeable spare there, which that's what you want to see. Perry did yesterday. Not necessarily mind games, but he did very much of a slower setup, trying to control the pace, make the guys
yep.
slow down. So I'm actually curious to see if he does more of that today.
Yeah, in these situations, that actually does matter. People might not think so, having not been in them before, but like when you're a bowler that likes a fast pace and you're bowling against a bowler that likes a slower pace and they start to slow it down on you, it can really bother you.
Absolutely. Perry with that hypervenom actually almost jackknifed off the spot, leaving the 6-10. Almost left the 4 with it.
Yes,
And
sir.
you can already see the friction starting to play a factor. Like, just straight off of practice. They were banging them back in practice. First 2 shots, hook.
And then that's where it's like, again, with these two guys, they understand the importance, but it's also like that little bit of time you spend in practice, those 10 minutes, even as only 2 of them, you create some transition.
And can you? Quickly.
So, spare made for both champions, frame 1. And as I said earlier, Perry his approach and setup very slow, very methodical. He's not terribly quick to get back to the line at all. It's crazy. You look back, you can see the crowd. You can feel the intensity
Man,
in his
can
hair. Oof.
There's that hang to the right we were talking about.
That's the hang, like you said earlier, that out of bounds is going to be there.
It's gonna be there, man. It's gonna be some shots made here. Interesting enough, right here, I feel like I'm not even gonna go for the spare. I'm gonna get the wood and just
Absolutely.
keep the count good, but see if he goes for it or not.
And one of these moments is you do something like that, the better option is to take the. Oh!
Almost made it.
Though I do like the move to really actually try to go for it. So hey, I'm not afraid of you.
I'm not afraid.
If you give me that opening, don't do it. Please don't.
Yeah. So you asked me the question, as a former champion, like, do you want to go first? Do you want to play the mind games? How do you?
So I actually am. I want to go first. I want to throw the first strike. I want to strike first. There's juice. Striking first blood, 10
Yeah.
back, and once again, that
Much more comfortable.
Very
That was a much more comfortable shot.
I'm definitely a type where I'm a little like Perry, where I will try to slow the pace sometimes. I'm a little bit slower on my approach, but I definitely I want to strike first. I want you to watch me throw one.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, no, that definitely has its advantages for sure.
Exactly.
All right, let's see if Juice going to double up here. That looks good.
Good. Looking for it, and that's
I said that looks
10
good.
back. Early double spare, strike for the world champ. And again, like we see, he doesn't give you too many openings. Like you said, shot making. He's one errant shot, and immediately off of that, 2 in a row.
Yep. And again, you just saw the confidence in the arm swing there with the last 2 shots. He got it going right, but not to that hang, and just let the ball do the work.
Ooh, that's way out there. And gets it the wheel. Perry with his first strike in the third.
Yeah, that was 10 back. That looked much better. Much better.
I was concerned a little bit, but he got it out there, got it to see it.
Man, I honestly think the right lane for me, it just looks like you can do that. I'm not sure he's gonna get away with that same thing on the left lane. He might have to be a little firmer maybe, but that right lane looks like it's wheeling.
Ooh, answers right back.
Right back.
Double of his own. Ace spare open frame double for the North champ. Spare double for the world champion. Keith Perry showing early on, hey, I'm not afraid of you.
And looks calm. Looks calm.
Very calm.
Like,
Back to my brother. That looks good. Oh, 9-pin. Almost got the messenger to go,
that's that lane.
but he taps himself. He says, that's me. From back here, you think that's great. But he says he didn't necessarily like it. But
I guess I can see why I cut it a little short maybe. And again, on the lane that visually, it looks like it's hooking just a little bit more than the left.
yep.
So I can see the accountability from him, from the champ, you know.
And that's one of the things that I always admire when I do watch these matches. That's what separates the different levels. Me as a cruiserweight, you want to get to the heavyweight and that world championship level. Stuff like that that's the difference. Someone, man, from back here, man, that's a great shot, but him up there, like, no.
And it's
Absolutely
and
not.
a lot of it's a feel thing. Like you felt your body do something that, you know what I mean, you know is not what you want to be doing right now. So you can just feel like, oh yeah, I didn't get that where I wanted to, or my follow through wasn't where I wanted it to be. But it looks good on the lane until it reacts, and you're like, ah. But as I expect, the world champ probably push them back right here just to make the adjustment.
And as called, adjustment made, 10 back for the world champ.
Much more confident shot, arm swing.
So Curry. Perry with a chance to put a little bit of pressure on. He starts stringing them even with that open frame. It can give the world champ a second to pause and think. Oh.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus. Not like this, Perry. Come on. The dreaded 6 count. 3, 6, 7, 10. Left for Keith Perry.
Yeah, I saw that off his hand. Like, it just looked in, looked. I mean, bad break.
Goes for it, gets the spare.
Yeah, got it.
The champ is taking every chance he has.
But now you have to dig yourself out the hole. Now you got to throw this one. Because you're in the hole already.
Yeah, you were already in the hole.
You've already given the world champ another chance to tap and still stay in the lead. So now you got to.
That was definitely your chance to add a little pressure.
Yep.
Again, nice showing making a spare. You don't need any more of those.
None, not this game.
Much better. Gets the 10 to fall.
Sideways 6-pin. Okay.
So
I'm watching this right lane and I'm thinking about how they're getting the ball going in the right direction towards the 6-pin. Because for me, 52 is just a little bit faster off the spot, man. You got to get it going towards that 6-pin. If it's not, you're going to leave something bad.
We've seen the
Yeah,
results.
you're going to see it every time.
And Juice gets it going a little bit more that way.
It's going to hook. It's going to hook.
It's going to hook. Like we said, adjustment off the 9-pin. He's seen it, made the adjustment immediately. Ladies and gentlemen, we need a ball return. So just a quick pause in the action as we get this sorted out.
Hey, my God, let's go.
All right, so I wonder, can they see the tag match over here to our right?
I think they might be able to with this camera. They might just only see the left lane of the tag match, which appears to be pretty close, but just like over here, the South is in control.
Yeah. So what, through 5, it looks like South can go 79, Central can go 65, North can go 58.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, South in control.
Great shot. That went good.
Again, South in full effect.
South definitely in full effect. Now, I'm really gonna have to check this, but I think as far as the triple threat matches go,
Yeah.
for this particular Mega Bowl, so far I think the South has won. Except no, I'm sorry. Kelsey represented the North.
Oh,
and
yes,
she
yes,
won
the
for the
ladies,
Vixens.
the ladies,
She won
yes.
the Vixens. So.
Yes. I mean, the women, those women are tough. Like, I was looking at the flyer for it and realized it was those 3 and said, oh, that's going to be a good matchup.
Yes.
Like, all 3 of those women are
And
very
it was.
tough.
It was a very good match. You know, Kelsey did her thing.
But yeah, like I said, the South just has good support when they come down to Mega Bowl. Which,
Absolutely.
rightfully so.
I wish we had the camera to point back to show you guys the crowd. Oh, Juice off the break with the 210 or the 410.
Can't cut it short.
Can't cut it short. Then there's also, again, as you mentioned, that left lane having having that little bit of hang spot to the right.
Yeah.
So
So you're trying not to throw it that far right. Yeah.
but you also can't, like you say, you can't short arm it.
I think he's gonna have to, honestly, on the left lane, move his feet left so that he doesn't cut it short, but doesn't throw it that far to the right. Unless he's gonna change bowling balls and blend it out. But
Also, what this is I mentioned yesterday. I love to see this because it means it matters. Having both these matches, I know it matters. Having someone that you can go talk to.
Yep.
You've seen Juice twice now come off this lane, go to this guy in the back, go talk to him. Just a quick word. Hey, this is what I'm saying. Perry with a double.
and
The
just
world
calm.
champ did open the door a little bit with that open. Now
He
he just
did.
needs to put some pressure on so he can walk through and take advantage. But
I'll
just
tell you what, he throws a strike right here. He's in the lead. In the lead.
What I don't like is I don't necessarily see a person back here for Perry that he can turn to. He's by himself, and this is definitely a hostile environment.
That is true. But some guys thrive under that, man. Like being me versus the world or me versus the house, you know? Perry might be one of those guys.
Exactly.
It don't phase him. Uh-oh.
Oh, 4-pin. That shot was high, but also, like you said, trying to avoid that spot. They keep dropping it just inside.
Yeah.
Fortunate to get away with just that 4-pin.
It's going to be, I'm trying to tell you, I think the first guy that moves their feet left on that left lane, I think he's going to start putting them together over there. I'm just telling you. They both look a little bit right to me from where they need to be at. But again, that's just my eyes. Like, I can't tell you, I'm not out there to do it, but just my bolder opinion is like, being where you have that hang to the right and you don't want to.
Now, granted, don't discount your opinion.
I mean, I get that. But that's just my opinion.
You might live in the South, but you were DMV royalty. And again, UBA world champion. You helped lead the way.
Nah, I appreciate it. Like I said, but that's what I see on that lane. Because they both seem to figure this one out pretty well.
Right. Rolled it. Friendly roll on the 10-pin for the champ.
That's a world champ roll too.
That's the world champ roll right there. And just like that, this match has once again gotten very interesting. But like you see, this is why, and seeing it in person is completely different. This is why he's a champ. Because every time you think that he might have opened the door, he's like, nah.
Nope. You gotta take advantage of it first. And then when you don't, he's right back. He's right back at you. Let's see if he makes it. Makes his move.
Hey, Dan, I think he might have been listening.
I seen it. It looks like he slightly moved.
It was a slight move. Looking at him, he did just intentionally walk a little bit more left to get him that room. Leaves a 6-pin, but looks like he might be edging that way.
And I understand exactly why he's edging and not just saying, F it, I'm going to just make the leap. Because again, you're still in a match. You're still in the match. You're not trying to give up the pocket. All right, ball back in Perry's court here.
Ball back in Perry's court. This is going to be a 9th and 10th frame game.
Yep.
To Perry's benefit, at this moment, he does get the finish
first. Like you said,
he does get the finish first.
So if he can punch out, he forces
the champ to show up.
Yeah.
You gotta show me something.
Let's see if he can do it.
Oh, come on, Perry. Oh!
And the North chance gets a hit.
Oh!
Oh, and the crowd's letting the North have it right now.
The crowd is letting the North have it. So, Perry in the attempt.
Hey, if he don't strike here, it's
He definitely kind of needs it. Oh, come on. You better like it, Perry. Damn.
Oh, hell.
Nope.
Not the fight in the heavyweight match. The world championship match, we get a 5 pin. I know y'all aren't immune to it, but Jesus Christ.
That was a bad shot. That was a very bad shot. I think what he tried to do was compensate the hook for speed, and it shot right through that spot.
Very much.
Next. Game 2.
Well, that all but told Juice he could have game 1 right there. So
Right. Okay.
Way to stick the landing, though. Hey.
all but told him he could have this one. So what does Juice need, a spare? Yeah, he matches him, he's gonna win.
Yeah.
I believe.
So he strikes here, that's 200 even with, what's that, 175 going into the 10th for
75
Juice?
going into the 10th, yeah. He can strike out for 20, no, 15. He can strike out for 15.
Yeah.
So yeah, he needs a spare.
Taking a look at a different ball. Looks like,
Nice time to do it.
is that an IQ tour? It's hard to see from back here, definitely hard to see, but it looked like an IQ.
And it has not come back from the ball return yet.
Right.
But all right, all Juice got to do is mark in the 10th here.
Hey, Cobra!
Not do nothing crazy.
Oh! World champ carry right there. That effectively seals it. Yeah, we need a ball return.
Thanks, lady.
So the world champs ball came back, but the other one didn't. So
Yeah, so it's clearly only playing 51. And
Yeah.
this ball return is not doing its job. All right, well, game one.
Game one to the world champ. First blood. Unlike yesterday, the format is a little bit different. With the one-on-ones, it is best of 7. So first to 4. We don't care how you get to 4 as long as you get there.
So I'm interested to see if Juice is going to try a ball here now too, or if he's only concerned with the left lane. I don't see him looking for nothing else. So
He might like what he has. Like he said, that no doubt actually does look good.
nah, it looks good. For sure.
Like, and despite the hiccups on the left lane.
Yeah, no ball change. So yeah, it looks good.
3 in the 10. He didn't need all of them, but he got them 215 to 200. World champion 1, North champion 0. As we prepare to go into game 2. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is a
Best of 7.
best of 7.
I got you.
I definitely had a little, I was like, wait, best of 7.
All right, one
Keith
world
Perry
champ.
starting game 2. I do believe that is an IQ tour.
It's either the IQ tour or the Hammer Effect tour.
Stay right there.
I can't
Stay
tell.
right there. Game 5 will come back.
Ooh,
Shoots a messenger, whatever it
Ooh.
was, shot a messenger to it.
come on, Perry, show some fight. Frame 1, strike 1.
Yeah, that's the Effect tour. That's what that
Effect
is.
tour?
Effect tour.
Hammer
Effect tour.
I actually like that decision. Something
Nah,
that's really going, you know you have a ton of hook, you need something that's going to blend it out, not be too crazy.
Yep. Smooth on the spot.
Yep.
And it might actually help him close his angles down so he doesn't have to keep trying to hook him so
Yeah,
far.
because he's throwing the ball 19 miles an hour right now.
Yeah. Now for me, the dangerous part in doing that is you're also going to blend the lanes for Juice.
For Juice. Is you're not there by yourself.
No.
Whatever benefit you get from that can potentially be gained by your opponent.
So he might end up taking away that hang to the right, and Juice doesn't have to be scared of it anymore. So it's a good call for his ball reaction, but it could come backfire on him. Which is part of the chess game.
You're right.
Part of the chess game of this match.
There's not necessarily any defense in bowling, but you don't necessarily want to help him if you can avoid it.
Yeah. Looks like Juice moved his feet too.
Yep.
A little bit more in this lane.
And the double, and less like you said, getting a little deeper, changing that angle, gets 10 back.
And you're about to start seeing a little bit of swag in this match, I think.
A little bit.
A little bit of confidence.
Especially after you don't expect 2 O's and 2 15s from your heavyweight. So
I surely hope not. I want to see some strikes, man. That's what I'm here for.
Exactly.
Notice Perry did not go to that ball on the right lane. He's going to stay with the
That hyperventil?
hyperventil.
Yes, he does. Pink ball good right now. Oh, come on, Perry.
And a mean mug. I mean, just a straight face.
At this point, you have to. You know you're here. You know you're by yourself. You know the crowd doesn't want you to win. Here's a question. As a heavyweight, and you both, a lot of times, you guys with higher averages, a little bit more experience, you do this more often. How often do you actually go 1-1?
I mean, so that's interesting, right? Because I'm a very firm believer in 1-1. I'm actually probably a guy that 1-1s are more than anybody you would think of.
3 in a row for the North champ, by the way.
Again, made the ball change.
Yep.
So for me, the answer is quite often, right? But I don't know these guys' games. So I mean, like I said, Perry decided to 1-1 them. Juice decided that he likes the ball reaction he has. He's just gonna change his angle.
So is that a tool where you find yourself, I'm comfortable here, and instead of trying to, like you see, you're comfortable, you know there's a hang spot or a hook spot, and you're like, instead of just trying to continue to make these outlandish adjustments, I'm just going to change balls?
Yes, that's completely confident in your game. You've got to be confident in your game and your ball selection of 1-1.
Right.
So not only did Perry make the ball change on that lane, but it was the right ball that he made it with.
And we get a where's Rick? Unfortunately, once again, these lanes having a little bit of difficulty.
Man, lane 51 is just not operating today. Not operating today at all. They're gonna ice the world champ a little bit here.
The last time we had this, he did go up there in 410.
True.
So I also do notice, like, we saw them look at a couple stuff during practice. They didn't leave all that up there on the rack. Like, they made their choices in practice. So I'm very curious. I think what you see on the rack right now, which is really only 6 bowling balls, if they continue to stick with that. But I think they made their choices about what they're going to do, and what they're going to throw.
And having a lot of selections up there isn't going to help them. It's going to make you overthink anyway. So I can understand. I like what I like. Put this other stuff in my bag, get it out my face. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And then as the game goes on, I mean, depending on how long the match goes, sure, you might bring up something else. But right now, no, I'm confident in what I have.
Right.
Why confuse yourself or give yourself too many options when you don't need them?
Exactly. Make this as simple as possible. So now that we got a full rack of pins, Juice is going up for his shot in the 4th frame. Tied at 3 strikes apiece. I like to look down to make sure that he was where he was supposed to be.
Exactly. There's the 4.
Almost gets the hit on the 4, still standing.
Like you said, that little bit of extra time to think about it. Got him again.
Got him again. This time, makeable spare. That 410 was crazy.
But I'd really like to see Perry get up here and just push 2 back, just to, again, apply a little pressure. I feel like he the first game, he really didn't do that. Every time he had the opportunity, he might throw one and then not the second one. Just, get up here and show him like, hey, look, I'm
here.
I'm here. You know what I mean? Again,
not only for the pressure that it could apply on your opponent, but also for yourself. Because sometimes you get in these matches like, I need to do it for me. Like at some point, you got to prove to yourself that you belong here.
Yeah.
You need that confidence for you as well. Oh, dropped it inside the lane again, and this is what we talked about.
That's what it is right there, man.
Look, the crowd said it best. That was his good lane. So 3-6-10, easy. the South once again showing their support, giving them the blues.
Yeah, Rainey don't give nobody no breaks. Nobody.
Gets it, spares the 3-6-10. So now we're looking at a 79-77 out if both our competitors do what they're supposed to do. Uh-oh.
Got a little help.
The North has some help.
Vargas shows up to help.
Vargas is helping the North. Much better shot. 10 back. This is what, so far, I have loved this from Perry. Even though you can see the little emotion on his face. He's not really happy because he knew that was his moment, but at the same time,
he's not rattled by it either.
Right.
Like, yeah.
And still, by closing the frame and striking, you still put the pressure on. It's like, hey, this is 2 pins.
Yeah.
You need all of them, I need all of them. So you still can't blink, can't rest.
I don't got juice as much as the blinking type anyway.
No, that's great.
Yeah. I don't got him as much of a blinking type anyway.
No, not at all, as you could tell. Next shot, 10 back,
Yeah.
easy. Also, quick notice that Juice was a little faster up there. I noticed Juice has slowed down just a tad to try and match Keith's pace. He was like, you're not going to take me on my rhythm.
So the interesting thing to me about Juice, So the interesting thing to me about Juice is, as he just launched that past the spot, is like, once he sits, he goes. Whereas if you watch Perry kind of like rests a little bit, really methodical and thinking about his shot.
Right.
But you are right. Juice is trying to find a rhythm within Perry's rhythm. All right, let's see if he makes this. He's kind of got to make this right here.
Gets 2, almost at it. That needed to be a little bit closer. Open frame for the world champ. So once again, Perry with a chance to really put some pressure on in this match.
Seven a game?
That looks better.
Much better. And he gets 10 back. That hyper. Not to talk bad about any brand, because any brand can strike. At the same time, that Hyper Venom is doing work for him on that right lane.
No, it really is.
Also, as we know, as we talked about the friction, it appears, I don't know if he's intentionally pulling the ball, but he's just trying to close that angle in a little bit more, knowing that ball is going to get down lane so he can avoid that extra friction.
Right. But again, I think the momentum for him and his confidence changed when he made this ball change over here on this left lane.
Oh, definitely.
You can just see it.
This is the shot he needs. Oh my goodness!
Happy birthday!
Ladies and gentlemen, 3 in a row, and he carries the world for the 3rd one. Putting some serious pressure on our champ right now. Juice has to answer. And almost immediately.
I mean, again, not a guy that blinks a whole lot to me, man.
Not a lot. Like the man isn't rattled at whatever's going on. He just doesn't. To him, it doesn't matter. It's him against him.
Right. And he's been in enough of these matches where it's like, I'm not going to lose the whole match in one game.
Right.
You better shoot.
Yeah, but that was honeymoon. They're out of the honeymoon. His balls are in her wrist now.
Okay.
All right, got a
Double for
double.
the world champ.
I still don't think he likes that ball in that lane.
So is that a move for you, or is that a ball change altogether?
Me, if I'm in crease right now, I'm thinking, let me get through this 9th frame. I'm going to finish on that lane anyway, and then see something else in the field. Again, depending on where the match is. If Perry gives me an opportunity, that might change my mind, but yeah.
So,
That looked good too.
oh my goodness.
That looked good too.
Perry pouring it on right now, trying to show that he belongs. You need a win. You got to get the first one.
Yeah, he throws this one. He makes his job a lot easier going into the 10th.
Oh, definitely. Like we said, we talk about these moments.
Yep.
We talk about this. This is one of those moments.
This is one of those moments where he can take advantage of the game right here. It is now your game to lose right here if you throw it.
Now, yesterday, he did take care of those, but those guys he's bowling weren't juice.
Yeah,
those are different bowlers. Woo!
Took care of it.
Essentially shutting the door with a little bit of
Says a
talk.
little chirp.
He's a little chirp. He's feeling himself a little bit. This is what I like to see. This is what you want.
I know you do.
This,
He's doing something you never did. Talking bowl.
wow.
Yeah, that's Randy for you. That's Randy McWilliams for you right there. Great guy though, but
Ladies and
he'll talk with
gentlemen,
the best of them.
as we always say, if you can't, watching us is great. You need to see this in person. Juice, striking at
That's not
ninth.
the lane I'm worried about, Juice. Let's see what this does. Come on.
And now if he finishes, again, this is the left lane. He finishes in the 10th. Granted, at this point, what does he only need? He only needs a mark to put him away.
But again, you also know that Perry can throw one out the window. So,
Yes. So
do I punch out and just make him have to spare, and just try it on the first ball in the next game? I mean,
me, I'm punching out. You got to show me.
show me.
You got to show me.
Yep. I get that. I think that's what he's gonna do. I think that's what he's gonna do.
Oh, that was
All right,
a
so
low.
now I make the spare and I change something. Because you can't win the game.
Now you can't win the game. the match being tied at 1-1, and that's a 9-pin. But also, like you said, let's look back to the company.
Yeah,
hey, what you see?
Another set of eyes. Confirm with somebody. Yeah. But like I said, I just don't think that's the ball for that lane. He's gonna almost have to do what Perry's doing and match that kind of.
Oh. Misses
Okay.
the 9-pin. Granted, again, didn't matter.
Yeah.
That one was over. So even with the quick look, you see that that ball has been there in that particular spot for both bowlers all game, and then you see the one where it just ever so slightly skates on a spare shot. It's like, hey, that wasn't
On a spare, right?
that wasn't happening at first. So now
There's that it's creating even more push to the right.
and okay, Perry, errant shot, 3-6-10.
Yeah.
Granted, again,
Doesn't matter.
doesn't
for this
matter.
game.
Match is already won.
So we're at 1-1.
Also, for me, I don't like getting into those habits where, all right, match is won. I really didn't need this one. That doesn't mean go up there and throw a bad shot.
No, it should and it shouldn't. It shouldn't. You want to keep your confidence. To me, you want to keep your confidence as well. But again, these are two guys that have been here before, so maybe that doesn't affect them.
Right.
And here comes the ball change.
210 to 242 going to Keith Perry of the North. It's just, just speaking from the cruiserweight perspective, sometimes when you go up there and you do some crazy stuff like that, that bad habit tends to linger for a couple frames. Like you said, this is a different level of bowler here.
But I'll be honest with you, that's not just a cruiserweight thing. That could be anybody.
Gets
But
the light mix with the ball change on the
Ethos
left.
hybrid. Now, as someone that has both the No Doubt and the Ethos hybrid, the Ethos hybrid's a little sooner. Again, gonna blend it a little bit better. Still a clean bowling ball though. So I can see why he went to that. Just to, again, get that wiggle spot to react a little bit more for me.
Okay. Perry with his own strike
back,
in the
right
first.
back.
Right back. I'm waiting for I want these guys to go strike for strike. I want to look up in the temp, and I want to see I want to see everything all tied up. I want to see the
Right.
9th and 10th for a roll off. I would love to see it.
So the bowler in me a little bit is kind of liking this little chess match of like grinding out and making shots, but I do want to see like some fireworks really soon here. Real soon here.
Oh my God!
The 6-pin chopped that down way late.
Way late. Wow!
But Perry with an answer and a slap out. I mean,
And Keith Perry for a champ that doesn't show too much emotion, that's
Fired
a lot.
up. He's
Fired
getting
up. Fired up.
first with the chirping, back to Randy, now the slap out. Yeah. And I noticed Juice made a move on the right lane right there. He got a little more in the middle of the lane. Changed his eyes, it looked like. Around 4th arrow. Still, like I said, send it towards the 6-pin though. You got to do that part.
Got to do that. Definitely got to do that. I noticed about Juice as well when he throws this shot, and then when you're being taught bowling, you're asking for advice. People say, always preach. Watch your ball exit the lane, exit the pattern.
Yeah.
Juice throws this shot, and then you see him, he gets up on his tiptoes, he wants to see it. He's actually looking.
Yeah.
That is dangerous, especially because you see he does it so much, it's become a pattern for him. Ball change, left lane. Oh, can he get it? Will not get the messenger. 10-pin.
I don't think he's that upset with that because that was a little right around where that hang spot has been at. And to get the ball to still see it enough to get the 10-pin means I can work off of that.
Right.
But again, ball's back in Perry's court. Early.
Very early. So I will say also, not to say that he can't punch the number. Winning scores from yesterday's heavyweight match weren't over 250. Like they were throwing strikes, but they could not. 40s and 51s, they could not. You had 79 going out, you had Trayvon going out, they could not get there.
And I can see that. I bowled the open event here, singles. And there was a lot of the same stuff. Like, you can get something going, but, like, it wasn't a whole lot of 79s, trade, nothing like that going on. So, I mean, scores were lower over here. But
A lot of pins are falling late for Perry right now.
Perry's cooking.
Yeah, he's
I'm telling
cooking.
you right now. You can see his arm swing getting freer.
But this is also what we mentioned yesterday. He got comfortable and he never looked back. The moment Perry got comfortable, he took control. He never looked back.
Yeah.
Now again, different level of competition here.
And more what's the word I'm looking for? At stake. More at stake, for sure. Like, it's a shot to be the world champ.
Exactly.
Being a champ is just being a champ, but the world champ, I mean,
Oh, no way!
that's that blend.
No way!
Right in the chin. I'm trying to tell you. Vector.
If you want to strike like one of our champs, get an effector. There goes Juice again, not blinking, not concerned at all.
At all. At all. Again, like you said, you got to show me.
You have to show me. He's been doing this for a while, so I understand the attitude. You see the swag, just the absolute confidence. He's just not, okay, one frame at a time. Like you said, you got to get to 4. Tied at 1 apiece. Right now, game 3, Keith Perry, 4 in a row. Juice, double spare strike.
Another lazy 9.
You could tell a little bit of more emotion from the champ. He did not like that.
He actually threw that really good, so that's where the frustration comes in. Like, I made the move to still see another lazy 10-pin. It's like, all right,
And then
what's it gonna take for me to get this 10-pin out now?
especially now you're watching Perry pretty much throw the ball to that hang spot that you know is there and still get the ball to strike. So double spare, strike spare for the world champ. Keith Perry working on 4 in a row. Perry throwing 1 and 1 has switched to only throwing the hypervenom on the right lane.
Yeah, I wouldn't get out this bowling ball until it made me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean,
this point,
Juice doing the same thing. He's not getting out there, no doubt, until it make the lane makes him do it.
Oh my God. Wow. Perry.
And you can see they're both in a very similar zone. They're both right around the 4th arrow, through the arrows, and headed towards the 6-pin. Like I said,
And so the difference, actually, here's the crazy part. Again, you called it. You called that left lane.
I'm trying to tell you that the hang spot on the left lane is the determining factor right now. Perry's found a way to blend it and get this ball still go through the pins, and Juice is working on trying to do that right now. Uh-oh.
Oh, dear God. Oh, great heavens.
And you see, he
That
taps
was-
himself on the chest. He knew he left that.
Knew it.
Knew he left it in. And one can't blink, man.
He can't blink. Don't leave these openings. What is that, the 4-6? But also, like you talked about, he had been pushing it to the hang spot, getting it to read, getting it to blend, and then he just short arms this one.
And again, just a physical mistake. Like he knows that he can't do that, and he knows he has the hang spot that the ball's been going through. So that was just a physically bad shot. That was it. Yeah, I don't know how you had that thing like that.
So I had it in my pocket.
Oh, okay.
Like I had it in my pocket. So here we go, Juice. Back on this right lane.
Yeah, this the good lane.
Hey,
Yeah, this the
Juice
good lane.
wasn't. And this also what we mentioned before, we heard it in the crowd. You can't lose your good lane.
Can't lose a good lane. No. I will say this though, just a thought that I've been pondering a little bit about this left lane for Juice is if he could play the same angle with the ethos on the left lane. He has more lane to use. He doesn't have to worry about the ball return, and still get to that fourth arrow area and not have to even worry about the hang spots anymore. I thought if he would try that, but so far it hasn't been the case. So far he's just. That might be it.
That might be it. Oh, he leaves an unfortunate split. Juice not happy. It looked like he attempted, like you said, to change that angle a little bit. Not quite what you were talking about, but it looked like it was just a tad
And
change.
it started up as soon as it got there.
Maybe he was trying to lay it down a little bit earlier, get it to roll just a tad straighter to get there a little bit straighter angle from that deep. Juice has the skill to do it.
Wonder what that was. Yeah, no, he does for sure.
So, open frame. Both champions, open frames. So, 146 in the 6 for the North, and what is that, 137 in the 7?
Yep.
So, about, what, 9, 10 pin?
No. That's because he's a frame early, so Juice could punch out for 27.
27.
Barry can still shoot 66.
Okay.
If he strikes right here.
If he strikes.
Yes, if he strikes right here. Which he
Oh
does.
my God.
Which he does.
And
I mean, again, right now you should be free right now.
It should be.
I mean, short of you doing another open, you're in control of this match. Short of another opening, because even if you spare right here, you can still shoot 40. So you're in complete control of this match right now.
And just like we talked about, here's the pace. Now I know it appears that he's waiting for other bowlers to go on the lanes around him, but you've been in these matches more often than not. That extra 2-3 lane courtesy doesn't really bother you, but just that extra time to, hey, let me make you think about this. Especially when you throw it like that.
Yeah, that was a much better shot than the last one.
The North champion is putting on a show that typically you don't see when you get to these matches. Juice has been very, very much in control of all the matches thus so far, it appears. Like I've heard stories about this guy. This is my first time watching him in person. I haven't seen any of the trademark, trash talking, or none of the other stuff that I hear from the stories.
Well, I will say that I've been to a couple of Juice's matches, and usually his opponents are actually chirpers as well.
Okay.
So they kind of get it mixing up a little bit, and that what causes him to also get a little riled up. Now Juice will get going, but I mean I've known Juice a good while. He's not really that much of a shit talker to my knowledge, like to instigate.
But don't give him a reason.
But don't give him a reason, for sure.
So it's in Perry's best interest to keep doing what he's doing. 20,
Oh, they want the ethos? Okay, so he did stay in the ethos. Yep, that's what it looked like. Yeah.
Perry still very much in control. And once again, finishing first.
The strike will go a long way right here, though.
Got that one a little right.
Oh, that could have been
Oh,
tragic.
that was almost very bad.
Tragic.
Like I said, you
Almost.
can see it all the time. He pushed that one a little right. Lucky that he didn't leave the 10 up there, but 7-pin standing.
All right, so he's got to make this and then mark again to shut the game out. 2 marks right here will shut the game out. So again, still in control, but you got to do the little things to make the spares. Don't overcompensate, you know what I mean?
I'm not gonna lie, I was slightly concerned right there. I was a
That's what I'm
little
saying,
concerned.
Don't overcompensate, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
These little moments right here still matter, bro. You still got to take your time. And I can't tell you how many times I've lost a step ladder match because I just, oh yeah, I got control of this and just drive right by one. Just, so he still shoot 45, Perry right here.
Like you said, what?
Like I said, needs a spare.
Any spare will do it.
Any spare will do it.
Wraps the 10. So now here's the thing. Going back to the match last night. He needed his 10,
You did say it.
and he whiffed it.
And he whiffed it. You did say
Then he
that.
did come back later on. When he needed that 10-pin, he absolutely nailed it.
Well, he needs this one.
He definitely needs this one.
And we got a little dead wood in the gutter too. That should make it a little interesting. It really shouldn't, but
That shouldn't matter, but
I'll play on that a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's see. This ain't easy to do.
and
Wow! This ain't easy to do.
so I hate to be that guy, but it's
And he's on the good lane. I try to tell you, man. The little detail,
The
man.
little
It's the little
details.
detail of making the
Perry
two spares.
misses
bro.
the 10. So
So now we give Juice the opportunity to punch out and win by 2. No, 4.
4.
Win by 4.
All right, Juice, show us why you're the world champ. Oh! Oh dear God!
Oh my goodness.
With a chance.
Not
Juice.
the 9 pick?
Nut the 9.
Oh my
Oh 9.
God.
Wow! Ladies and gentlemen, you can't make this up. When we say anything can happen, woo!
Wow. Not the 9 on
Keith Perry skates by, because if he got that, he was probably dead.
I mean by the skin.
And don't you just hate to see that? You stuff a 9, go right back, and you bury. Oh my God!
Man, okay, if I'm pulling hairs, he might have been a little in on the 9 pick. But I gotta pull hairs to do it. I gotta pull hairs to do that. I'm just saying. I'm being real with you. Being real. Like, he shouldn't have 9 pin on it, but if I'm pulling hairs, he'd probably tell himself like, I cheated that a little bit. That's all I can say. It shouldn't have cost him it shouldn't have cost him a damn 9 pin. It shouldn't have cost him a damn 9
It
pin.
shouldn't have cost him a 9 pin.
Shouldn't have cost him a 9 pin.
223 to 206. Keith Perry is now up 2-1.
2-1.
Wow. Talk about some excitement.
Well, we wanted fireworks. We got them.
Yeah, we definitely did. The 10 pin isn't there. He doesn't have to shoot it. Strike 1.
Whoa, that was cold. That was cold.
That was cold. absolutely,
I don't think we're going to see that happen again.
Aces that one. Oh my God, I'm with you. I don't think we're going to see that again, but my God.
I don't think we're going to see one go quite that far inside of that lane. But again, that's still crazy to me. Still crazy. Damn, you couldn't have wrote that any better. That game
You
was,
really couldn't. Sometimes you need some breaks.
Yeah. And to beat the world champ, you're going to need him. He got one right there.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, gets the roll. Gets the roll.
Tap both sides of the 5-pin.
So, I know we were talking about his equipment. That is the ethos, right? That's the ethos?
Yes, that is still the ethos. Yeah. So he changed it. It looked like he changed his angles a little bit to not be so left to right and kind of be more up the lane, front to back.
As you can see, Juice has some people here that talking about some things.
Yeah, that's Donovan
That's
Kelly.
support. Oh my God, that is right.
Hold up!
2-4 left, standing for Perry. So the problem I see with Perry is as the transition continues, is the sheer speed.
Yeah.
He's throwing in 19 miles an hour, and if it sees it, it sees it. But when it doesn't,
Yeah, and when you're throwing the ball that hard, even though my speed never gets that fast, but when you're throwing the ball that fast, you've got to catch it at the bottom of it
yeah.
to make sure it's going to also turn. So,
And also saying as you're deeper on the lane, so you have to make sure because there's no free friction out there as far as you are. So
yeah.
it's not like you're playing
Not
in
at
the
those
dip.
not at those speeds. Like again,
Yeah.
you see what happened when Juice kind of softened his speed up on the left lane, it just nosedives. So you can't throw the ball so soft that it nosedives, but yeah, the speed is starting to catch up to Perry a little bit when he's throwing it wide right, for sure.
Oh,
And Perry gets his own 9-pin.
then
The 9-pin does not discriminate whatsoever.
not at all.
That's definitely one of my arch nemesis. I'll tell you that.
Which is funny that you say that because you're so good at manipulating your role.
Man, listen. Anytime I get into a rhythm, and especially on it, like I left 4 of those yesterday in singles. Like I know. That's why when Juice did that, I knew. I was like, oh my, like I feel your pain because you can get in a rhythm and just be throwing it well, and because you're in a rhythm, you might just get up on one, around one or something, just 9-pin, and it's just a punch in the chest. But we're here now, and like I said, I don't see that happening to him again.
No,
Look at that, to the right.
To the right.
I told you, I'm telling you, you're not gonna see him cut one short again on that lane. You're not gonna see it happen.
3 in a row for the world champ. Strike, spare for the North champ. I don't know. Looking at the last couple shots, it's safe to say that 9-pin might have pissed him off a little bit.
Very much so. Very much so. And this is what you don't. This is almost what you don't want. You don't want to piss off Juice.
Not at all.
Like I said, remember, don't give him a reason.
Don't give him a reason.
That 9-pin might have gave him one. Perry might not have done it himself, but that 9-pin might have.
Gotta go.
Got a reason. I'm trying to tell you.
Wow.
And I really feel like Perry's gonna start to feel some of that force, like that
That's it.
of being in the match with him and
Big
seeing.
time match, big time stakes. Like you said, you gotta show me, but at the same time, like you said, now you're dealing with a guy who wasn't necessarily taking it easy, but he was cruising, letting the match play out. Now it's
Yeah.
not doing that no more.
I'm down one match. I'm down. You know, I don't want to go down to 3-1.
Not at all.
So let's see what you can do.
Perry
Perry answers.
Perry answered, straightened up his angles, didn't pitch that as wide right as he did, gets 10 to fall. Again, with the 2 spares, again, early in the game, but you tap twice.
Yeah. But again, they're early enough that, you know, you can start putting them together right here. You're going to still force Juice to keep throwing them, you know? Now it's just one shot at a time.
Oh,
He throws back 2 more. Okay.
that's a double for Perry.
Perry talking to himself a little bit, trying to keep himself focused.
Yeah, because now, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching it, but we're here. We can feel it. The energy in this match has completely changed after that 9-pin.
You don't hear the South yelling as much
No.
anymore.
Now it is different.
Yeah.
Let's go, man.
Oh, there's Randy.
Oh,
Okay.
he's back now.
You gotta get a beer?
With a beer.
Okay.
Sure.
I don't drink beer.
I do. I love one. Appreciate you. Oh my God. This is why he's the world champ. You said it yourself. He's not going to do that again. And sure enough,
I'm trying. So you haven't seen it. You haven't seen it live, right?
I have not.
So this is Juice right here. Like he's one of those guys that once he sees it, gets in a rhythm, bro. Before you know it, he shot 99, 300, 89, all back to back, and it's like you look like you went through a buzzsaw, bro. This is why he's been the world champ for so many years. So many matches, like, bro, it's.
So,
All right, get to wood. Get to wood.
2-1 Perry. 6 ring. Oh, 2-pin.
There's that lane, yep.
Little fast.
A little bit.
Little bit. But I absolutely love the accountability from Juice, which, as you mentioned before, is one of those things that separates your good bowlers from your great bowlers. But when he makes the mistakes, someone like me is like, I didn't deserve it. And he's like, no. The good bowler was like, no, I did.
That, yeah.
I know exactly why I left that.
Yeah, exactly.
Spare made. So 5 in a row spare. And strike, spare, double for Perry. So we're looking at a 79, 60 something, 79 out for Juice, 68, I guess, for Perry.
If you could put like a little flute on that too.
Even and don't get mad at me, guys. Even as a bowler champion, I bowl in these matches. I'm horrible at math.
Oh, what are you trying to figure out?
I was telling them that we had 79 out for Juice and 60, 68.
Well, it was 60.
It was, again, it was 60, and this is what we just talked about. Getting that ball that far right with that speed.
Yep. And again, when you're covering that many boards, your angle's got to be so deliberate. Like, a touch too early, it might check like that. Again, a touch too late, we saw him almost leave the half bucket. Like, it's just, you're covering a lot of territory. So, shots got to be deliberate, man. Got to be.
So 60, open. So he strikes here, he puts himself on pace for 30.
Yeah. 30, 35, yep.
35. Juice has 79 out. So Juice taps, he's still very much in control.
Very much in control.
I don't think we're going to see that.
I don't think we're going to see that either, but
there's a strike. As you can see, Perry knows.
yep.
Time.
tell you, Dre.
I'm
trying to tell
hey,
you.
the man is different. And look at him. He's fired up now. But also, again, you've seen it before. It's my first time seeing it. But there's no way. You just said that man will not make that mistake again.
He's not going to make that mistake. Not on that lane. He's not going to make that mistake again on that lane. And you even see the extra little
and you
the
see that
setup.
You see the setup and you see the execution. You just know it's not happening.
I'm sending it that direction. Yes, I'm sending it to the right.
Oh! He just tripped the 4-9, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can hear the crowd in the back. Ladies and gentlemen, your North champion might be in trouble.
No, there's not a might about it. There's no might about that. I'm sorry.
As I said before, after the 9 pin, you could feel the atmosphere change. Oh my God!
Hey, stay right there.
So
Right there.
once again,
Next game.
once again, sending it wide right.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's 2-2.
Yeah, that appears to be a fair prediction.
Yeah.
This is now even at 2.
Even at 2.
That was lucky.
Interesting. I've never seen Perry not use his spare ball to throw at the 10 pin. So I feel like that was a little bit of frustration being let out right there.
I can second that. I can second that.
This is juice all day.
So now here's the big question. 2 shots wide right, like literally wide. Is it? Oh, gets 10 in it on the next lane. Is it transition in that spot now that Juice is starting to play out there as well, or is he just a little bit of nerves?
I can't say it's a transition because again,
Come on, Kyle.
I haven't seen much that's changed on that lane to say that. Maybe they're just errors he's making. I don't know.
That's a little in. Doesn't matter. Juice is taking the talking to the other people in other matches.
That's probably the closest to in he's gonna miss.
Yeah,
And that slap.
I've watched every shot. The only errant shot actually was on the left lane where he left the 2 pin. As you called it, he wasn't going to make that mistake again, and he hasn't.
About fucking time.
All right, now Juice heard his guys behind him say something about changing on this lane while he's got the lead. So he's back in the no doubt. So let's see what.
So I see the no doubt. It is definitely cleaner than the ethos that he was throwing. So maybe if he throws it here, I have to soften up or move a little bit right. Now, granted, I know you heavyweights say right. Moving right is never the answer. Like, you guys hate doing it.
Nah, I wouldn't move right. Maybe with that bowling ball, I can now get a little slower, get a little more touch.
More touch.
But
like, again, a guy like Juice has pretty much all the tools in his toolkit to make the ball see it, for sure. Also, I'm just going to go out on a limb. That was a 5 pin and nobody had their hands up.
I mean, yeah. There was
I get it. I understand, but
there was no point. There's nothing else. There was no point.
okay, so a slight angle change it looked like as well. He got that one more up the lane and a tad bit straighter.
Yeah. But again, he's still got to get it up the lane on there because it's still tighter down lane. There's still a little more push down lane on that left lane. But you definitely saw a little more touch to the bowling ball as well.
Yeah. So, game 4 goes to Juice with a commanding, oh my God. Perry with his 3rd split of the game. And again,
you gotta keep going like that.
welcoming all the chirping. Game 4, 2-5-8 to 1. What is this is about 160, 170 for Perry. This one got out of hand early, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to game 5. Perry appears to be searching Juice, getting in his comfort zone, in control, appear to be cruising a little bit. You don't want to count out a champion early, but at the same time, the way that this one got out of hand, it might be about that time. Oh.
Nah, I think Perry's got to settle himself down and just get back to what he was doing to get into the match. You know what I mean?
Right.
Can't count him out. Like I said, he's a champion, and he really has the lanes. I think he just had some errant shots and then started to kind of unravel a little bit.
Right.
But yeah, I would just get back to what I was doing. Again, I haven't visually seen anything on the lanes to like tell me he should be doing something different, you know? But we'll see. We'll see what he does.
Uncharacteristic of your champ missing a 10 pin, but frame 1.
Not a bad frame to do it.
Not a bad frame to do it. That still gives you 79 out, which, again, we know these guys. So.
I was like, what made him get out that ego? Like that. Just like that.
Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. Perry, frame 1, answering. On the lane that he's throwing 3 splits on, 10 back.
Like I said,
he threw that with confidence as well.
Yeah, he just got out of characteristic and just threw them 2 splits.
You can't lose your good lane. You were striking over there.
4 pin still standing for Perry on the left. That shot was very, very high in the pocket. So we'll see what adjustments he decides to make.
Yeah. Hey, you know what the roadrunner said, didn't you?
Spare made for Perry, so now we're looking at a 280 to 279 match if everyone strikes out.
Thank the lane, man.
Like you've seen, there have been some strange happenings, so we'll give you the updates as they come. Yeah. This match is definitely not scripted. We cannot make this up, ladies and gentlemen. Oh!
Hey, what?
He's got the miss over there.
This man Juice has the world on the right lane.
He's got the miss over there. Yeah.
Now, granted,
there's no
he
way
has to get it out there, but oh
no,
my
for
God.
sure. But that's what I said. As long as he's got the ball going towards the 6 pin, and he at least hits the bowling ball, it has a chance to strike. It has a chance to strike, man. I haven't paid attention over there.
Going
1-1-1.
Central hasn't won yet, so South and North both haven't won. Okay.
All right, Juice loses his own 4-pin.
Oh yeah. So back to the ethos leads the 4-pin on the left line.
Up a 4-pin of his own.
First time. And we'll tag the man in first.
Spare
Don't
made.
miss it. Lord, don't miss it.
Now they're getting tagged in for
So-
it. Shit.
Hey. Hey, throw in the gutter. Oh, okay. Well, hey. Hey. Oh, you can eat.
In the background, you can hear. You hear the logistics of the triple threat
Yeah,
match.
I'm trying to figure out what they're doing. I'm like, huh?
So ideally, as they're talking about their triple threat match, it's first to 3. So if someone gets 2 early, it puts you kind of in a hole. So you don't want to give a game away. You want someone else to win, so you
Gotcha.
get another life, another chance to fight. Perry,
You didn't fucking miss it.
Perry missed that in, but I think his speed kind of,
his speed definitely helped him out there.
he missed that in for sure though.
All right, can he go?
That's a double for the North champ.
High flush.
And getting his confidence back. Trying to put a little bit of pressure on your champion Juice here. After the open, Juice is kind of straighten it up. I really don't think he's concerned at all on that right line.
Nah, but I will say this though. I'm starting to see that no doubt tilt a little bit more and more on that right lane. So I don't know if he's gonna start to migrate his feet, but that 9-pin looks like it's gonna creep up soon too. I'm just saying.
If he doesn't change anything.
If he doesn't change anything, I'm just, again, just a visual cue that I'm seeing through the pins. Hello. 2-2. Huh? Yes, I'm doing well. That looked a lot better.
And now he has the left lane. Double for Juice, and we've seen this movie before. When it appears that he's struggling, if he sees 10 back to back the way he wants, that man is off to the races.
Yep. And again, ball is still, Perry still got control of the game, but can he keep control of the game?
Like I said, these are these opportunities. You have a chance early. You did take advantage a little bit. You got the spare and you threw the double, but now Juice is starting to put something together. He got 2 strikes. Is he going to get it?
No.
Oh.
Nope.
Message not received. 10-pin still standing.
All right, definitely missed this before.
Has missed this before. Oh!
Suck again.
What?
So,
Hold up!
as we said before, Perry has struggled with that 10-pin.
I throw him straight at him.
All those 3.
I don't know.
Hey, you can strike a lot, but you can't spare either.
But again, same issue creeped up yesterday. He needed a 10 pin. He missed it.
Yeah, you said
And
that.
he needed it again. He made it. So,
Well, he's missed 2 when he needed them so far. So
and that's
Let's go.
not a door you want to keep opening for Juice.
no.
And that 9 pin is back.
And a little bit of body frustration from Perry as well.
A
Right
little
there.
bit. A little bit. You know, he feels like he threw 2 great ones. Didn't get 10 to fall. You go 10 pin, 9 pin. It's like,
Come back.
Hey, go back. Go, Doug. Go, Doug.
he does make this spare, avoiding the back-to-back open frames. So, but now, depending on what Juice does, if Juice does Juice things, once again, this gets out of hand quickly.
And if I'm Juice, I'm a label this one and let him know I labeled it. Just to give him a little, again, something else to think about. Give Perry something else to think about. But I'm gonna label this one.
Have the victory, I can't. I can have a little more. So
Woo.
That's what I want him to do for what you just said, Hal.
Yeah. Get his eyes a little bit. Yeah, because again, it's starting to spark off that headed to the right now.
I'm not gonna lie. If he packs this, we might consider this one a 3-2.
It'll be close.
Oh dear God! Great.
Another hot flush. And the shocker to me is, like I said, if I threw both of those 2, I'm not gonna maybe chirp at Perry, but I'm gonna have a little celebration.
You will sell it a little bit.
Sell it a little bit, man, just to give him some. He's already a little steaming. You can see it. He's just waiting to tip over.
Right.
So I might have celebrated them a little bit. Play a little chess.
A little bit. Like all of that matters in the one-on-one. Especially knowing you showed that little bit of emotion earlier too.
Yep.
See, now that is tough because he absolutely hated it.
He did not like
knew
that.
he knew that wasn't good. He got away with it, but
And here comes the 9 pin.
Hey, I mean, being honest, what's wrong? He got the 10.
You got 1.
Hey.
You don't get no shot.
50%, dog. 50%.
All right, so we're gonna see a ball change here. Again, I still don't like this ball for that lane. I think he should move his feet instead. I'm leaving the 9 pin. I'm probably gonna move my feet.
and honestly, that was the first 9 pin he left on that lane too.
He did, no, he did. But I'm saying I can move my feet. Yeah, I wouldn't have changed out of it. We'll see though. Ace that.
Aced it.
Oh, no. Hey, don't.
Oh.
Don't hurt.
Oh. Oh.
Little gesture to the crowd.
Little Justin, the champ is not here for the shenanigans. He said he doesn't care. Yeah, that's 10. Oh, he didn't get it?
Nope. Messenger was late.
I thought for sure that messenger was coming across the lane. The absolute consistency which this man has thrown this ball. And even Perry to a certain extent, but
Well, Dre, you're gonna get your wish here. It's a one pin match. It's a 1 pin match going to the
And
ninth.
that is how you make a 10 pin. That's what making a 10 pin looks like.
So we won the first one. I think we won the second one. They won third one. Then we won the last. Yeah, we went up 2-0. Then they won one. Then we won the last.
So again, and it's not more so. It's just more so one of those feelings where, when you're bowling and you're in this situation, I absolutely hate it. I know for sure. I'll be like, bro, really? Back here from the entertainment side, from the commentator side, oh, I absolutely love this. Show me how much you want this.
For sure. I agree with you. I mean, I do kind of love these moments as a bowler, but it's just because I want to see, again, I want to see what I'm made of and what the guy,
right.
You know what I mean? But, no, the commentary part is even better. He needs this one, though.
Need it, got it. Forcing Perry to throw the next 4.
Yeah, he's got to throw all of them.
He's got to throw all of them.
Got to throw all of them.
Perry finishing the 9th and 10th first. And again, once again, in this situation, you need all of them.
Again, he's going to take his time, be a little more methodical.
Again, like we say, that that little chess game, that I'm going to slow this pace up right now just a little bit. Not just for myself. I might need that little bit of breather, slow, make sure I make a good shot. Now I get to make you watch a little bit.
For sure.
Kyle, let him leave a 10-pin, Kyle. Step back.
And Randy with a little chirping right before the step.
Chirping from the crowd is absolutely diabolical.
Oh,
got that right. Oh my God.
That's the only way you can make a 10-pin.
Gets the 1 in the 9th. That is 3rd in a row for the North, and he's fighting back.
Let's go.
First shot in the 10th for Perry.
I should move them fingers on the frame before.
Oh, whoa. Very high in the pocket, gets everything to fall, but this is a dangerous game Perry's playing on that left lane.
Very dangerous.
Hey, this is a very critical shot right here. Don't you squeeze it. Don't you squeeze it.
He needs to get this one to get to the 3rd shot.
And the crowd let him know it.
And
So close.
7 pin.
You can make that one. I've seen you make them on that side.
7 pin standing.
Yeah, hey, Valero
But this is also what you were talking about, why you didn't necessarily like that ball, because you knew if you got it going right there, especially with the left lane has that hang spot. It's not hooking. So if you get it there, that ball is going to sail and you're going to leave that. You get it too far out there, if you get it to turn over, you're going to leave. They almost left the 5 pin to go with it.
That's also got a little bit to do with his speed too. That power or his ball speed is just kind of, again, getting the ball to push and shim just a little bit longer than he wants it to. But don't get me wrong though, Juice isn't out the woods yet.
Not yet.
He's got to close this 10th frame out. Throwing the first one right here is going to go a long way.
A long way.
Come on.
Oh.
And the champ gets the game back.
Uncharacteristic miss from your champ. Ooh. Not like this.
Yeah, he can't catch it.
I really don't have any words for that.
Nah, I haven't seen him do this before. Like I don't have no words. To be honest with you. Like I said, I've seen a couple of his wars in person, and I haven't really seen this before.
Goes for the 3, 204 to 226. So now,
we're in elimination. 3-2.
definitely a winner go home situation.
Yeah. So here's an interesting thought or question. In a championship match, when you're the guy that can close the game out, because I haven't been in this situation before, is it harder to close out a match now? Like you're the champ or you're going after the champ?
Having been when you're the champion, it's easier to close out.
Okay.
But in this particular situation, it also depends on how the match is going. If you grinded your way to 3-2 like just happened, just because you have match point, you're not comfortable. Now, if you went down 2 and now you ran off 3 in a row, I'm comfortable.
So it's a momentum thing.
Yeah, so it's definitely a momentum thing, and it, like for Perry having to try and take for Perry to having to try and take the world title, especially how he got win number 3, he's not comfortable.
Right.
So this was going to be a little tough. It's going to be a whole lot more mental. Where if it's there and he's solid, maybe he pulls it off.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, that was uncharacteristic, and for the most part, when you see Juice make a mistake, he really doesn't make that mistake again.
Yeah, that's true. He did get a lot of that bowling ball though. He grabbed a pitch that. But again, we're gonna see the adjustment here. I'm pretty sure this will be 10 back. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it'll be 10 back. Because again, as the bowler, you know what you did wrong.
Right.
It's like, all right, that was on me. It's that different feel when you feel like you threw it great and it does that, rather than, oh yeah, I knew I threw that bad. That was on me.
So now also on the flip side, having been in this situation, Juice, not comparing myself to Juice, because clearly I am not in that class of bowler yet. But having been in this situation, oh my God, Juice is absolutely labeled the first 2.
Very good shot.
When you get in that winner go home, you tighten up a little bit. You know what? Nah, things get a little bit tight. The execution becomes just a tad sharper because you know you need it.
Right. Almost that instance of like, you got to take this belt from me.
Yes, absolutely.
And like I said, Juice is one of those bowlers that you don't really want to like back into a corner almost. Like you want him in the corner, like you want to be in control of the match, but you don't want him necessarily in the corner where he's all or nothing at that point, you know?
Yep.
But again, Perry's a champion in himself, so.
Like you said, having seen Perry bowl in the North, like he's like these matches like right now. I've seen him go to war with Devin and with Dansbury. Dansbury held that North title for a long time. So he is capable. Like he said, champ sort of reason, you can't necessarily count him out.
For sure.
He aces 2 of his own.
2 of his own. All right, Juice.
It's one of those moments where, okay, even when throughout all the things, you never look at Juice and you say, I don't know. You're always like, until the 10th frame is over, you always think that he's in this.
He's got a chance, right?
And once again, like you said,
yeah, I think that 1 in the 10th, he just got a bunch of it. Like he just got a mitt, as we like to call it, got a mitt full of the 1 in the 10th because he really wanted it or something. But you could tell it was a user error, and he was like, all right, I'm not doing that again. and especially not with his back against the wall.
Right. Also, Juice, once again, opening up with the first three. Perry, non-spare double.
Little mix. Got the 5 and the 7 out a little late.
A little late.
It's just interesting that like neither bowler is completely confident on that left lane, man. That left lane is determined a lot of these shots.
And it's also again where in practice you kind of called it. You said the left lane was going to be the one with the hang spot was going to be a problem. They were going to have to move, but also we had to see some people make some shots.
Yeah. And Perry with a light mix of his own. Yeah, these two lanes are night and day to me.
Night and day different. It's also interesting to just looking at it as we talk about Perry's speed. I think what he's trying to take advantage of the actual responsiveness of that hyper venom, knowing that if it sees a little bit, it's going to go.
No, for sure. There it is.
And there.
Oh, just a bit outside.
Like you said,
There it is.
that left lane.
And again, you just seen it get to the point, like the break point a little bit and just like fade off. And you could tell it wasn't going to recover from there.
Two-4 should be an easy spare. We've seen
Should
some
be.
missed so-called easy spares today, though.
Yeah.
Closes the frame.
Come on back, Bobby. Catch it.
So we got perfect game to 68 out, 67 out,
68, yeah.
68. There's the 9-pin once again. That one just a tad inside, not as bad as we've seen before, but just a tad inside. Making a spare still gives him about a 10-pin-ish lead, so. And he actually makes this one this time, because remember what we've seen one of those before.
Come on, dude. Eye of the tiger.
I do also love the process. You see Juice come back and actually like talk through.
Yeah.
This is what I'm seeing. This
sure.
is what I need to do. This is what I'm like. He's actually talking
I
through
would be
it.
surprised too. I would be surprised too.
Like, cause for me personally, I'm a process-oriented bowler.
Oh, what up, bro?
How you doing?
What's going on?
We are joined by the Hall of Famer, Michael Shaw, allowing me to do his job tonight.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Let's count. I need help.
3-2, Keith Perry.
You need help with the count or you need help with your bowling?
Both. Both. I want you to put my turn.
Oh! Oh! Woo!
Out of 10 out.
I was concerned. Guess the
Be ready.
I was concerned. Almost a 7-10, gets the 10 to fall late. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my favorite part because now he makes this spare. We're in a situation where, as my good friend Bobby Ish likes to call, this is now best ball.
Yeah.
In an elimination match. Gets the spare. So now this, you've been in pot games.
No, this is gonna be.
You know what that feels like.
This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun right here.
This is, Perry, first one.
Hey, you better get that 7 out.
Going up in the 7th. Like I said, we have now entered the part of the match where, and I love these parts because I'm a cruiserweight. We don't strike like heavyweights, but you gotta win the frame. You win frames by throwing strikes.
Hey, Perry's making it look good.
He is.
I'm trying to tell you.
He is.
Juice has got to be juiced right now. He's got to be juiced right now.
Right now.
I can feel the crowd getting a little antsy.
You can
South
feel it.
getting a little antsy about
A
this.
little anxious. You can feel it. You can feel it in the air. He sends that one, and that's the 7 pin again. He didn't necessarily like that one.
Not the worst place to leave
that is
that,
a great place to leave.
because I can still shoot 50.
If you're a math person, you don't want to. Well, Perry has he's thrown a strike. You tap after that strike. That's 20.
Yep.
That's 20 down. So if you're going to tap, you want to do it immediately.
Right now, yeah. But he's got to start going after that. Make the spare.
So
throw one right here.
Throw one right here.
Yeah.
Because again, and it's those little things, especially like the way that bowling math is. You label one right here. Now Perry knows that you gotta go. You gotta go. Because if you don't, you give the lead right back to Juice.
Right.
Little high. 4-7. Now again, this is still 40.
Yeah, but now you're
but
playing with the count.
You're playing with the count, and you don't want to play those games because again, a tap from Perry still gives him a 1 pin lead if he makes the spare, or
Well, depending on what
a 9 count tap.
Yeah. Yeah, Juice is playing with fire right this second.
Gets the spare. So now, here's the thing. As we mentioned, Juice being Juice. He's made the mistake, if you would call it. But he finishes first. So he punches out for the 40. Perry has to watch.
Perry's got to get there first.
Yeah, Perry also, yes, he has to get there.
Throw this one, throw the next one, get there to kind of solidify something.
There goes some emotion from the champ.
That's what I said.
You can strike over there. You can't strike over here.
This is the one right here.
Yeah?
Yes. If I'm a mad guy, if I'm sitting there thinking about it, this is the one right here. Because if I get this one, then again, all I need is good count.
Don't get tight now.
And all 10. I give myself, extend my life in the match.
Right.
Especially with what Juice is doing against right now. Perry's got to get this one. Got to have it.
Oh!
We thank you. We thank you.
The door is open.
Got to have it.
Oh, yes, we did.
Oh my God!
Let's go.
I can't, so, and in incredible fashion. Once again, with a chance to really put his foot on the neck of the world champion, Keith Perry has opened the door wide open. So, 9th frame, 210, bad execution. Makeable spare, or
He's gonna go for it.
he's going for it. Doesn't get it, open frame, so now,
Go, Juice!
Now it's in the champ's hands again.
now it's in the champ's hands. Also, like you said, he has to get there. He needs this frame.
Throw this first one right here.
He's gotta go. That's the one. That's the first one. And like we said, Keith Perry may well lose this game sitting on the couch.
Man, listen. It was in his hands, though.
It
man.
was in his hands.
He had the game. He had it.
He had it. It was his chance.
But
But-
again, Juice has got to throw it. Juice has got to throw it. Gotta have it.
It's the first one.
Let's go!
That's two.
All right. One more.
One more. One more, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to game 7.
One more. Needs it. Gotta have it. Gotta have it.
Gotta have it. Needs 10. He gets 10. Juice has done it. Forcing the game 7.
Man, that's what. Bruh,
This
Juice,
is why we're here.
Juice, man. Here's the scary part. Now he's getting comfortable in the right lane. I mean on the left lane. I'm sorry, on the left lane.
Yes.
He's starting to get
He's
comfortable
starting
on
to
the
get
left
comfortable.
lane.
Come on, Juice!
Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, making him watch from the couch, burying the last 4 for the 45. Juice takes game 6. Your world heavyweight match is going to a game 7. So now if you're Perry, you got to figure it out. He's wobbling a 7 pin and still standing on that right lane.
It's bad to be
So-
bad time to be searching going into 7. Bad time.
What's it, dude?
Man, that's the moment I want, bro. That's the moment I want, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Oh. Hey,
How are you?
how are you?
That's the moment I want, bro. I'm trying to tell you, man.
As we wait for Perry to finish the 10th. We told you before that you could feel the change in the atmosphere. Oh,
Hey, you locked in, baby. You locked in. Oh, don't worry, it's coming.
Perry chirping with the crowd, but the crowd is the least of his problems right now.
Nah, because he got to worry about Juice. He's got to worry about Juice right now.
Like you said, the
Make you straight.
making the ball change from that no doubt going back to the ethos, getting himself lined up and comfortable. He does what he needs to do. Now he gets to start game 7.
And the crazy part is, if we backtrack a little bit, remember Perry was 1-1 in the lanes. He was throwing that effector and got out of it on the left lane. And now we have Juice 1-1 in the lane.
Absolutely labels the first one.
Wow.
And
You
because
had your chance.
No.
You're gonna mess it up.
He'd have had chances. He's had
he's
chances.
had multiple chances.
Multiple chances to end this match.
Multiple chances.
Now you're in.
And if he loses it here, he's going to kick himself for a while. And as you can see, him chirping with the crowd, but also trying to slow that pace down. He knows the momentum isn't on his side. Ooh. Gets a friendly hit on the 7 there. Matches Juice's strike in the first frame.
Look over your shoulder.
Hey, I'm Gary. So again, we're starting to see Perry trying to slow that pace down. Trying to be methodical.
You also got to slow your heart rate a little bit too.
Ooh, almost a wrap 10. It fell. Ooh, but that's a double. Double to open the match. This is what we want to see. We want to see strikes. We want to see fireworks. We want it all. All the entertainment. Juice up in the second frame.
Hey, raise your hand if you know who shot 113.
Oh, just a tad inside a little bit. He didn't like
That
it.
no doubt starting to get a little sharp down lane.
Again, easy enough spare, and it's still early. And you see the Chad talking to himself. Maybe this was more just an execution error than anything.
I believe so. He's just probably telling himself to, calm yourself down. Don't rush.
Oh, Juice chops the spare. But to your point, also, even you seen on the spare, and no doubt is getting a tad sharp over there.
Yeah. No, it definitely is.
Third frame. Juice dug himself a little bit of hole. He's going to try to get himself out of it. Great shot on the left lane.
Hey, don't worry, Juice.
Now,
He gonna give it back to you right here.
again, we've seen this movie before. Perry has let Juice back into this match before.
Yeah, early. So we're gonna see if Perry can stay with rhythm. The crowd giving him something to think about.
Definitely.
Again, Randy's gonna do that all day, all match long.
That's 3 in a row for Perry.
Yeah, and he looks determined right now. You can see it with his bop. You can see it in his facial expression. He's focused. He knows he let Juice off the hook last game. But again, early.
Very early. Very early. Like I say, at this point, it just comes down to how bad does he want it. Misses his mark inside, leaves the 6 pin. So again, the crowd bringing up the fact that Perry has missed a couple of spares, a couple of gimmies, a couple of layups.
Yeah.
Squeeze it, baby. Make some lemonade.
Spare ball doing spare ball things, closes the frame. So, world champion up. Let's execution-wise, there's been a couple hiccups. But as far as getting the ball to where he wants on the lane, he hasn't really missed, as you said.
No, he hasn't. But that fast 8 on the last one over here has got to be in his head a little bit.
Yeah. And
He was
it's
definitely, that was
insane.
more deliberate for sure.
Is that actually you're telling him, as you said, on that lane, he's going to get it to pretty much, he's throwing it almost dead at the 6-pin. Getting it to shape from there.
Yeah.
There's couple hiccups. It comes a little bit sharper, or it sails just a little bit.
And I think the sharpness of the ball reaction is again from him like kind of losing his speed or not being as deliberate with his follow through. But when he does it, you see what the ball does. I mean.
Oh, kind of high. Gets the 4-pin still standing.
That left lane is getting ugly. That left lane's getting ugly.
Yeah.
Real ugly. Right. Okay, well,
We're never going to say
still in control. Perry's still in control.
Don't mess up.
still in control.
Vargas is watching.
But now this is also where both bowlers are running out of frames. As someone that is in control, you're running out of frames. Now if you blink, you make a mistake, it matters so much more now. Because you don't necessarily have the time to recover from it. Slaps out the 10 in the 5th.
Don't smack the bowling hand.
See, that's part of that. That's part of that. Again, I sent a messenger, and I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna celebrate a little bit, to let you know
Yep.
I got the carry and the momentum on my side.
Throws the double.
You know you wasn't looking. Don't need to, Randy. You don't need to, Randy.
So,
Juice gotta have him.
gotta have it.
He's gotta have these two, one at a time, but he's gotta have both of these.
Right. He didn't like it.
Oh!
Oh!
Goodness.
Hey, he doesn't like
Hated it off his hands.
strikes like that.
10 back.
I heard you, but I didn't think it was gonna hold that. That was
So, Juice getting a gift on the right lane, needs a strike on the left to take advantage.
Hey, look, man. From the words of his ball rep, he said that's where I want Juice to be at. I said,
Really?
"Oh." That's what he said. The man just told me that. He's like, he can get away. He can be in there with that bowling ball. He can be in there. That's what he said. So again, seeing something that we don't see, but need this one.
Needs it, gets it. Trying to keep himself alive in this match.
And this is around when
Hey, don't worry, he's gonna phone soon.
Perry has folded. This is around. Again, we're in the last game. Let's go win or go home. So.
This is it. Nothing else after this.
But
Get so tight right here.
Yeah, we got mics, man.
And again, Perry showing that he is.
I wouldn't stand there. Another board.
Oh, Randy giving him something to think about.
Wow.
You know, if he didn't get down, he was missing anyway.
Gets the 10 to fall on the right lane.
Late 10.
You knew that was 9 out and he didn't strike. So, way to save the race.
Perry is still in control, but now, like you said, running out, he really can't afford to blank now. Just as much as Juice needs him, Perry needs him right now too.
Oh, he needs it. Got it. Oh, and
Did he just stare down the champ? Did he just stare down the world champ?
I don't know if he stared him down or looked past him to the crowd, but he was a stare down.
All right. Hey, frame. Juice needs it here.
Juice gets this one.
Does
3-6-10.
not get it. 3-6-10.
We broke even.
So this is a moment where he needs to spare and needs to go up and absolutely bury the next one. So it's kind of bleak looking right now. He's got to.
I mean, it would still take.
He needs a lot of help.
Yeah, it would still take Perry to do some crazy stuff, but throwing a strike here at least keeps you alive for the possibility.
Right. Does not get the strike.
And that'll do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your historic world title.
I mean, yeah, a historic run
Historic run.
will come to an end. Wow.
Not like this, Juice. I would have loved to see this come 79 or something like that at the end.
Yeah. I mean, he forced it though.
He definitely did. He definitely made Perry show up today. He made Perry show up and prove that he actually wanted to be here and that he belonged.
All right, cool.
And the crowd said that Juice was tired of being a world champ. Juice, good bowling today. We definitely appreciate you, man. Definitely appreciate it. You did some wonderful things with the world title and with the UBA. Perry with another strike and the 9th. And the 10th frame is pretty much his victory lap.
Yep. Hey man, went the distance with the champ, man. What can you say? I mean, that's good stuff, bro. That's
Very good stuff.
Had a couple hiccups during the match, you know what I mean, when he had some chances to close it out, but ultimately came through. So,
like we said, anybody, anytime, anywhere.
man, I'm telling you,
Like, you think of Juice and all the things that he's done. Forget the matches at Battle Bowl. When you come to the South, when you come to Mega Bowl and you come to Southeast Unholy, you know that it's tough. These buildings aren't favorable to anyone coming down from the north. This is a hostile crowd. This is a hostile environment. To come in here, go to Game 7,
yeah,
like this,
with the world champ that has beaten a lot of champions.
a lot of
He's beaten
champions.
a lot of champions, man. And Perry Perry got the best of him today. Perry earned it, though.
Perry
He
earned it. Perry earned it.
This is my first time seeing him bowl in person. Again, he earned it. That wasn't easy.
Showmanship from the world champ.
Yes.
Passing it on.
Class act.
Class act. Absolute class act. Hey. Congratulations to Keith Perry and AC Express. The man is your new
Good shit, man. Good shit.
world heavyweight champ. Good shit, man.
Good shit.
Good shit. And
Hey, man, you got to
Hats
sign
off.
us off, man. I don't know how to do none of that stuff.
signing us off, this has been the 2025 Mega Bowl, Richmond, Virginia. I am Andre Harrison of DC Mafia, joined by the illustrious Dan Bright of SBC.
World champs, reigning world champs.
Thank you for being here with us, because you could have been in anywhere in the world, but you were here with us. Thank you guys once again. We'll see you next time. Have a good night.